Hey guys, it's Sharon, and in today's video I'm going to walk you through my everyday makeup drawer. Excuse the lighting, it's the end of the day and I don't have natural light anymore, so here we are. But I'm going to just take a look at my everyday makeup drawer. I kind of have a new setup right now and I wanted to walk you through that, show you what I'm using for the week. I'm working on switching out my products weekly to really make sure that I have a decent amount of time to be trying these things and to get a feel for them, because so often I buy something new, use it once or twice, and then put it away. So this is giving me an opportunity to really use and get to know my products, which I'm really enjoying. It's really fun to pick this stuff out at the beginning of the week. This time I've already shopped and filled my drawer. So if you want to see the process of picking the products, I can do that. Let me know down below in the comments, or by giving this video a thumbs up, and I will know that's what you want me to do next time. Otherwise, I'll probably still just film it this way, showing you what I've chosen for the week. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you like these kind of videos, definitely give the video a thumbs up so I know to keep filming them, and or to, film that other style, like I said, by shopping my stash. I'll film that part as well. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. So we'll start over here with this organizer. This is where I keep my brow products, mascaras, liners, eye primer, etc. So the first product I have here is from JCat. It's this Eye Assurance product here. It is an under eye balm. I don't love this. I'm wearing it today and I actually feel like I've got too many under eye products, and this doesn't help make things lay flat, even though it should. And it could be the powder I'm wearing, but anyways, I tried getting this. It's supposed to be a cooling under eye balm, anti-fatigue. I just don't think it does anything great. I guess if you just wanted some hydration under your eye, you might enjoy it, but I probably won't get this again. I've just been trying to use it because I have it. For liners, let's take a look at those. I always have some pencil and liquid liners. So for a liquid, I try to get a nice variety. I always try to have a black and a brown. So for my brown liquid liner, I've got my L'Oreal Infallible Grip in perfect, no, what's the name? Oh, just brown. Just brown. I don't love this. I probably won't buy it again. Actually, I like the tone of it. It's just a felt tip marker and I don't love that. But the color I really like. For black, I have my Wet n Wild Breakup Proof. This is the Skinny. So if you haven't seen that tip, look how skinny that is. Can you see that? Is it focusing? It is so thin. You can get the most precise, skinny little line. I love this. If you're a beginner with liquid liner, this is great because it's not a big fat tip. It's really easy to control. For pencil liners, I have my Urban Decay 24/7 in Rockstar. It's sort of like an eggplant sparkly purple. Looks really dark. Doesn't really look purple because it's so dark, but I really enjoy that. And this is my Essence Extreme Lasting Waterproof Eye Pencil in Silky Nude. I like popping this in the inner corner or in the lower lash line rim. I mostly use this in the inner corner to kind of brighten things up, and it works great for that. And it's also like $2.99. For brows this week, I pulled out my Essence Brow Like a Boss Ink Brow Gel. I actually really like this. I was really skeptical at first because it's very goopy. Can you see that? It's just so goopy. I'd put it on my hand, but I don't want to wipe it off. So when I use this, I have to really wipe off the brush really well to get minimal product, which does kind of goop up the rim here, but I actually really like how it makes my brows look, and it really is waterproof and stays a long time. So this is something that I do like. I have mine in 02 Brown. I wonder if they have a lighter shade. If they do, I might look into that next time. For mascaras, I always have a couple. I have my Tarte Opening Act Lash Primer. That's the only lash primer I currently have open, so this is a repeat product every single week. Same with my MAC Giga Black Lash. I use this on my lower lash line. I have this in here every single week because I don't like other mascaras on my lash line. For Top Lash Mascara, I pulled out my Essence Lash Princess. Love this mascara. And my Stila Huge. I always say this is very comparable to the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, except I like this better because the wand is not as aggressively large. It still gives you a nice hourglass shaped wand. It's almost undetectable on the camera, but it is an hourglass shape, I promise. It's just skinnier, which I like. I can control the product in the wand better, and I don't get mascara everywhere. For eye primer this week, I'm using this Joa eye primer. I like this okay. I don't think I would buy it again. It's kind of a thicker product, and it does have a wand applicator, so I sort of have to like squish it around in here to get a decent amount of product on it. I do think it helps my my eyeshadow stay. I don't notice any creasing. I just probably wouldn't buy it again. Now, the other products in this compartment are two NYX Chubby Jumbo Pencils. I have one in yogurt and one in lavender. I love putting these on under a shimmery metallic shadow. It just really makes that color pop. Yes, I use it on top of a primer. I feel like these are two totally different purposes for me. I need the primer to keep from creasing. I like this to intensify a shimmer shadow. So yogurt is kind of a champagne-y pink. Lavender, of course, is lavender. Okay, getting into this compartment here, this is where I keep my concealer, foundation, and face primer. I'm trying to really focus on just one of each of these for the week so I can really get a sense for the product. So for primer this week, I'm using the Milani, can't see it, the Milani No Pore Zone primer. I do enjoy that. For concealer, I'm using the Natasha Denona concealer. I just got this recently. This is only like, I've used it a couple of days now. I'm not sure I got the right shade. I think it might be a shade or two too dark, but it's workable right now. And I do really enjoy this formula so far. It's been really great. The packaging, of course, is beautiful as well. If you haven't seen it, it's so pretty. I love the packaging. For foundation this week, I pulled out my Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. I think this might not be the exact right shade. It's a little bit dark, a little bit yellow, but if I blend it down my neck, it's doable. I like this okay. Probably not a favorite foundation, but not a bad foundation. So I could see myself using this up, maybe not buying it again, or maybe in a few years from now if I get the whim and it's still available, I might, but that's the gist with that one. I always need an under eye brightener, so this week I'm using the Smashbox and Becca under eye brightener. It's really nice. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of that pinky peach color for under your eyes. This is a must for me to help conceal dark circles. I just have a little bit of like discoloration under my eyes from my veins. This really helps with that. So I put this on, and then Natasha Denona. So like today I used all three of these products under my eyes plus powder, and that was just like too much. I just don't think it's a good look, so I won't do that tomorrow. We'll see if it's better. For face powder this week, I pulled out my Becca Hydro powder, which Becca's not around anymore, right? They absorbed into Smashbox, so I don't even know if you can buy this powder anymore, maybe under the Smashbox name. I got this at TJ Maxx a while ago, and I really liked it. I really like the size of it for a loose powder. Like, you don't get an obscene amount, you know? Like, it's very manageable. This is full size, I believe. Anyways, I really like it. It's the Hydro Mist powder. It's really nice. So now this larger compartment here is where I keep bronzer, blush, highlighter. Now here is where I do double up on products because I like to have a cream option and a powder option for all of those categories. So here are my powders, here are my creams. For powder bronzer this week, I chose the Hoola Light bronzer. I love this. This is my second one of these. Love that powder. Perfect for my skin tone. To follow suit, I decided to pick the Benefit Box Blush in Rockateur. This is one of my all-time favorite blush shades. It's so beautiful. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. And then for highlight this week, I chose my Hourglass Luminous Light powder. Not my favorite highlighter, but I am trying to use it. So that's for my powder products. For liquid this week, or cream, I pulled out my Chanel, Tan de Chanel, whatever it's called, Healthy Glow, I don't know, Soleil Ten Bronze. I've wanted this forever. I've had this on my wish list for years. It is so expensive, and honestly, when I got it, I was disappointed to find this package is plastic. For the price tag, I would expect this to be glass packaging. It is still a nice weight. It doesn't necessarily feel drugstore, but for a Chanel and for $66, I wanted a glass package. I do like the product though. It applies really nicely. So, and I'm happy to finally have it. It's something I've wanted for 10 plus years now. For cream blush, I chose my MAC Giga Play. Is that what it's called? MAC Go Play in So Natural. Love this blush. For cream highlight, I pulled out my Tarte wand. This is the Shape Tape Glow Wand in Sunbeam. I love this. This is probably my favorite liquid highlight. Love that. And then I did pull out a contour shade. I don't have a contour powder, but for contour cream, I pulled out the Milani liquid contour in 01 Honey. I really enjoy that. Back here is where I keep my eyeshadow palette and any extra supplies. So I've got my Quick Clean Dry Brush Cleaning Mist from Sephora if I need to do a quick brush clean. For setting spray, I'm using the Milani Make It Last. I love this setting spray. You can get this Big Daddy bottle, I think at like Walmart and Target maybe. So this is like double what you would get in the normal size. Love that. I've got my Ulta Beauty pencil sharpener. I cannot remember now who talked about this. I want to say it was Tati, I believe, but this is awesome because it has 5 different pencil holes in here, from very large to small. So you only need one sharpener for all of your products, which I love that. So this sharpener is awesome. It's Ulta Beauty brand. For a fun shadow palette this week, I pulled out this super old BH Cosmetics Wild Child palette. Some people probably wouldn't use it because it's so old. I mean, we're talking a decade at least, but I love this. The other day I used this lavender, this darker eggplant, and this kind of pinky color and did like this beautiful purpley eye. I love this palette. These are baked shadows. They're beautiful. I'm sure you can't buy it anymore, but if you can, I'll link it below. I just love this palette. It's so good. So that's why I pulled out these 2 NYX Jumbo crayons, because they worked as the perfect base to intensify these shades here. So pretty. For my everyday colors, because those are all metallic, I wanted to have some options for that as well. And I pulled out my Ulta Beauty Everyday Faves palette. This is a beautiful palette. If you've never tried it, it's so good. I absolutely love this palette. If you're seeing this right now, Ulta has their early Black Friday sales going on, and they have their Ulta Beauty brand makeup on sale like 40% off. So this palette ends up being like $12 instead of $20. So worth the $12 price tag, 100%. I almost bought it just to keep it as like maybe a backup gift, but I didn't know who I'd give it to, so I didn't. I did pull out a couple single shadows to kind of go along the lines of this Wild Child palette. I pulled out my L'Oreal Infallible pressed pigment. This is the Burst into Bloom shade, super pretty purple shade. And also this Essence Melted Chrome eyeshadow. I don't think you can buy these anymore, but if you can, I recommend you get your hands on them. They are the most gorgeous, soft, look at this, beautiful shades. Did you even see that swatch? Let me do it again because I'm not sure I did it on camera. Let's see. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, every time I pull out these metallic chrome shadows, I'm like, holy cow, I love them. I have several shades. This is one of my favorites in Zinc About You. So if you can still somehow get your hands on these, I highly recommend it. They are some of my very favorite shadows that I own. They're just gorgeous. Wet or dry. I mean, that's wet. I'm sorry. This is a dry application. Imagine what it looks like wet. Like, holy cow. Okay, these are forever in my drawer. This is my Wet n Wild Brulee shadow. I use that as a good kind of transition shade to set my primer. And then I also have my e.l.f. matte palette. This is the I Love You a Latte bite-sized palette. It's all matte shades. I do this. I could have kept out my Everyday Faves palette and just kind of coupled these together. I just wanted another option. This always lives in the drawer as a matte option if I need a different shade. Back here I also have a packet of Equate Beauty applicators. I like using this sometimes if I don't want to use my fingers. I'll use a sponge applicator. And then I also pulled out my NYX lip liner in Peekaboo Neutral. I'm wanting to get this used up. You can see I've made very good progress on that. It's getting very small. I'd like to use this up. It's very old, but a great shade. So love that. I don't have other lip products in here because I keep them all in this drawer right below where I can pull that out every day. I also have this jar on my desk that holds my CoverGirl, I don't even know what these are called, my CoverGirl Outlast lipsticks where you put the balm on top. These have been my recent obsession. I also have my Clarisonic in here with the makeup brush head. If you still have one of these, pull it out. I used this to do all of my cream, contour, bronzer, blush products, and it blended it like a dream. Like you would not believe. Loved it. So glad I pulled this out. It's awesome. So yeah, that's this week's makeup drawer. If you enjoyed, give this video a thumbs up. I'll do more of them, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Sounds like my brother's here for some pizza and to help us with a little project. Bye, guys.